Take care.
And a rosier outlook for small businesses as optimism returns for entrepreneurs. A new Inc. magazine survey of 5,000 business owners show they are betting on a strong 2015. Here with more, Inc. President and Editor-in-Chief Eric Schurenberg. It is great to see you again.
Gerri, great to see you, too.
Long time no see. So I want to hear more about the survey. Why are these entrepreneurs so optimistic?
Well, entrepreneurs are optimistic just by nature.
Period,
who
right?
else would start a business if they weren't optimistic? But they're usually not that optimistic about the economy in general, and that's the really interesting thing here. 26% are very confident, not just kind of confident.
And that compares to 10% last year, so that's a big boom.
2.5 times what they were last year. And if you add in the somewhat confident, three out of four entrepreneurs think the economy is in good shape. When you ask them about their own prospects for next year, 57% are extremely confident.
57%, that's amazing. So what about the prospects for getting a loan? Because let's face it, cash flow is the lifeblood of a small business. Are they getting the money?
They are. They are. Now, they are saying that they find money a lot looser than they used to. Not crazy loose, but still they're getting all the money they need. A lot of them, however, are finding that they can fund their companies out of their profits, and they're not really in the credit market.
Oh, well, that's, and that makes all the difference, my friend, if you're doing that. They have concerns, though, and of course, one that we've talked a lot about on this show is Obamacare and health care costs. How are they dealing with that? What's their attitude?
Well, they are definitely not fans of Obamacare. About 56% say that it's a net negative for their business. 11% say that it will maybe cause layoffs at their company.
Wow. Even now?
Even now.
This long later, after the law's been in effect, people are still getting laid off for Obamacare.
You know, but there's still a little bit of a contradiction in the way they think about things. So 92% of them already give health insurance.
Right.
So they believe in it. And 70% say that, as a principle, they're in favor of universal health care for all Americans. They just don't like the form it's taking in Obamacare.
Well, I think we all got surprised by that. Obamacare was a shocker to a number of us. I want to talk about political gridlock, though. This is something else they're concerned about.
It may be the number one concern that entrepreneurs have. They feel that of all the things that are hampering the economy, the number one thing they said was gridlock in Washington. And right after that, government regulation. Well,
we talk about that on this show a lot, the kinds of regulations, the rules that hamper these kinds of folks. Beyond Obamacare, what are the things they're really concerned about?
Well, for entrepreneurs, it's generally not things like Dodd-Frank or things like that. It's more the local level things. So expansion permits, things at OSHA and things like that make it impossible for you to grow a business that on its commercial merits alone, ought to be able to expand.
So, Eric, what kind of growth do these folks see for next year? Are they on fire? Is it gangbusters? Is it 5%? Is it 2.5%?
No, boy, if you ask these people, it is double digits. They are really, really positive.
That is so fascinating. And yet, according to your own reporting, there are fewer people starting new businesses right now than in some time.
Yes, now this is kind of a puzzle. I mean, after all, right now it seems like entrepreneurship is its moment. Everyone wants to be an entrepreneur, and it's cheaper than it ever was to start a company, and yet business formation is down. I think there are two things that could be going on. Business formation always falls during a recession, and the data that the government puts together is old, so we may just be seeing delayed effects from the 2008-2009 recession. That's the positive. The negative one is that maybe people just don't have the risk tolerance in this country to start companies.
I've got to tell you, when I talk to people, investors, small investors, they're really trying to avoid risk. 2007, 2008, very difficult for people out there. Eric, congratulations on the magazine. It looks terrific. It's great to have you here. Thank you.
Nice to be here.